What the fuck is up, YouTube? Another Q&A, part 4. I got leave starting on Wednesday. Well, Tuesday afternoon, because once you get off work, that's technically when your leave starts. I don't get charged for leave until Wednesday, so that'll be pretty fucking cool. First one, Mackinson Aldor. Do they use TA for reserves? It depends what branch you go into. The Navy does not give TA to reservists. Tuition assistance is what I used to go to college. So besides my Montgomery 9/11 bill and the Illinois Veterans Grant, which pays for school and all that, while I'm in, I get tuition assistance, and they're paying for my college right now, so I don't even have to go into my... Literally, if you go active duty, you can get like 12 free years of college, plus some using TA. So pretty sweet deal. If you go reservist, even though everyone in their mind, oh, I want to do schooling, so I'll go reservist, they're not essentially going to pay for your schooling like that. Everyone thinks that reservists have such a great time at school, and they're realistically not getting anywhere close to their active duty counterpart on and means of schooling. In my opinion, don't take it for what it's worth. I don't care. If you want to go to school and you don't have money for that, join active duty. If you're using it just for a resume type thing, join reserves. But schooling, I would join active duty. Ben Navy, you didn't show us how to make organic peanut butter. For you men, I'm going to put a link in the fucking description on how to make peanut butter just for you men. Go check that video out. Francisco Lagos, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your last name right. You from Chicago? Everyone says that because I have a Chicago flag on my wall right there. Technically, yeah. If you're not from Chicago, you're not gonna really know where I would say I live. I live in a suburb outside of Chicago, but everyone at my school, everyone at my like past school loves to say, you know, that we're from Chicago. And the only reason I really describe myself as, you know, from Chicago is all these people from other states aren't gonna know where my suburb is. So it's much easier to just say, you know, Chicago than say, oh, I live in this town like 20-30 minutes outside of Chicago. And you know, Jay Minor says, I'm going to corpsman school later this year, as far as I know. Any advice? I was either going 8404, which is the NEC that allows you to go with Marine, or radiation health tech. Anything I should talk to my recruiter about? They have no, your recruiter has no influence in the school that you go to. That all depends on your GPA while you're in corpsman school. So when you get there, you're gonna do BLS, and then you're gonna start EMT basic, and then go into like EMT intermediate. Even though you're just gonna get EMT B at the end of it, you go into like some pretty advanced stuff. And then 8404 is like an extension off that, because you learn cryotherapy, just a lot of emergency medicine through 8404. And if you went radiation health tech, x-ray tech, that's really more of a personal choice, because that's limiting you to that specific specialty of medicine. Do you want to do x-rays all day? They have longer rotation dates than regular 8404 or Zero Quad. 8404 or Zero Quad normally have 2-year orders places, and X-ray normally have 5-year orders. But their schooling is longer, and it accredits you for more college hours, so they can pretty much challenge for an associate's in radiation health. Correct me if I'm wrong. But 8404, all I got for that, I think I got like maybe 6 credit hours towards college, and if you went x-ray you would have had basically an associate's. So Lex 79, how many hours do you work a day, and do you get the weekends off? Depends where you're stationed, what your job is, what duty rotation you're in. Me personally, I work at a hospital, at a clinic connected to the hospital, so we're only open Monday through Friday. I muster at 6, and then I'll get off roughly around like 3. Yeah, it's pretty chill. I used to be on a night shift thing when there was like an outbreak of lice, and I had to go check people for lice in the middle of the night. That wasn't bad either. And then for weekends, like once every 3rd weekend, 1 every 3 weekends, I have duty. And for hospital corpsman, if you're at a hospital, duty's pretty easy. You kind of just do your job and you see patients, etc. Megan Reed, what do you think about MAs in the Navy? Now, I don't want to piss off any MAs or future MAs, but if your main goal is to become a civilian cop, I would just become a civilian cop. MA is only going to qualify you so far. Realistically, you're a security officer compared to civilian outside. You're basically just security. Yeah, they'll say like military police on it, But when you transition to civilian world, you're not exactly qualified, along with all other jobs in the Navy too. Like, I'm not a fucking doctor, but in the Navy, I have a larger scope of practice in medicine compared to like, but when I get out of the Navy, am I going to be able to do the same stuff I was allowed to do in the Navy? No. Like, if a corpsman's in the field and let's say a Marine goes down, obstructed airway, can't breathe. Corpsmen are allowed to slit the Marine's throat open, put in a crike, right? An advanced airway. Could I do that on civilian side? No, I'd go to jail. Just like these MAs. You know how to do majority of the stuff, but realistically, on the outside, you're not certified to do it. And plus, their day-to-day doesn't look that fun. If you're in the lower ranks of the MA, like if you're not E5, E6 and above, all I've seen them do was stand gate duty. So your 8-hour shifts, are you scanning an ID? Like in the middle of the night, they come through the gate. So you have a gate, drive up to it, scan the ID, drive through. They do that like for their entire shift. If you guys have any ideas for videos you want me to do, you can comment that down below. I have some ideas. I'm gonna get my reservist friend Mike to make a video with me so you guys can get look on a reservist side. And besides that, I don't have that many ideas, so let me know.